Big news yesterday. The Florida State Senate has voted to strip Disney of its self-governing status, which has allowed its amusement park to operate like its own government for about 50 years. It was a sweet deal. The move comes following Disney's opposition to Florida's parental rights law after it passed. Here's reaction. Florida resident and founder and president of the Douglas Society, Rob Smith, joins us from Florida. Rob, good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
You know, Disney had such a sweet deal. They were beloved by the entire world. But now that they have become woke as a corporation, half the country is hacked off at them.
Yeah, you know, it took Disney about 100 years to create this really strong family-friendly brand, and it seems just only a couple of months to really destroy that brand, you know? People are kind of standing up against this, and I think what's going on right now is that Governor DeSantis is really putting Disney, and by extension a lot of these other woke corporations, on notice that they really should not be involved in these sort of culture war issues that the left always wants to drag them into. Now, at first I thought that this was kind of like an offensive move by Governor Ron DeSantis against Disney because Disney came out with that statement. But then I looked at the statement that Disney made. They said it is their goal to repeal the parental rights and education law in the legislature and get it struck down in the courts. So I would argue that Disney really struck the first blow here. And I would tell that all these conservatives that are sort of like hemming and hawing about how Governor Ron DeSantis is being so mean to Disney, I would say that they should take a look at that statement that Disney put out about this law.
Absolutely, Rob. And we had a roundtable with some people who live down in Florida. One mother said they'd canceled their Disney season pass after Disney went woke. Somebody else said they canceled Disney Plus. If you're a stockholder in Disney, which millions of Americans are through their 401ks, yes, you got to be thinking, why did this company that used to make money hand over fist decide to go woke?
Yeah, and you know what? I would say that it's not even about deciding to go woke. It is about the fact that they could not resist the unyielding pressure of the woke left. Remember, just a couple of months ago when the woke left decided that Georgia's voting law was racist and they pressured the All-Star game to move from Georgia to Colorado, right? And so that was another thing that just kind of like blew up. And so right now, I think what companies and corporations need to realize is that it does not help them to get into the battles that the woke left on Twitter wants to drag them into. The only thing Disney really had to do was to not respond to this, was to say, okay, we hear our LGBT employees or whatever, but to not go forceful into this in this way. It is a disaster. It is a PR disaster. It is a shareholder disaster. And this is really, really damaging Disney's brand. And I think a lot of corporations are going to be looking at this and saying, when the next thing comes around, I'm not getting involved.
Yeah, no kidding. There's an exclusive in the New York Post today that says because the current CEO has fumbled this so badly, they're talking perhaps about bringing Bob Iger, who ran the company very successfully for decades, bringing him back. Rob, thank you very much for joining us from Florida.
All right, thanks a lot.